obviously, Kelly, you touched on it with the next generation and telling them what they need to hear. How was it working with Wemby, Jamal? And how was that getting in the gym with him? And we kind of touched on it a little bit, but want to
Yeah,
let you elaborate on it a little more. You know what I'm saying?
man, it's like you see something from a distance, and you're like, oh man, he's a unicorn. He's 7'5", he can do this, he can shoot threes, he can dribble. But that's not the most impressive part about him. Seeing him up close and going to dinners with him and hearing his mind and how he
Mm,
thinks and how I'm like, man, like my man's conversations would like you guys would think you were talking to like a 50-year-old dude because he's
wow.
so brilliant the way he prepares and the game means everything to him, and he's like he's like a role player and like this unicorn all in one. Like
Mm,
he's not like, oh, okay, man, I'm a unicorn. I should have got the ball right there. He's like, I ain't get it. I'll go chase the rebound. I
yeah.
ain't get it. I'll sprint down court. And he doesn't care about anything other than like winning. That's all he cares about. Like he knows he's different. He appreciates that. He respects it, but his respect for the game, he wants to talk to the greats. He wants to
Mm,
see what pushed them. He wants to see how it can make him better. Almost like how we hear the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the Jordans,
yes.
how all them dudes were getting information, and he wants all that information. But to see him up close, I say this humbly, is one of the best 5 basketball experiences I've ever had.
Wow.
Period. And
Wow.
that's a lot for me. Like winning the state championship, meeting and playing against Michael Jordan, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's up there on that short list of things in my life now, basketball wise, with just who he is. I couldn't believe it. I could not
Unbelievable.
believe
That's
it. Yeah.
that's impressive. That's impressive.
Nah,
Hey,
Yeah.
AED.
what?
Obviously
What?
Seattle. Big Paolo came from there. He saw Paolo grow up
Oh
and been a part of
yeah.
that whole story. So, and he was telling, we tell it's a funny story. Maul just told it to me before we got on here. Was when Kyrie saw Paolo for the first time. Maul, tell him that story
Yeah,
real quick.
so Kai comes out. This was going into his last year in Boston UD, and if you remember, the year before that he was hurt, so he missed like the second half of the season. So he hadn't played 5-5 at all.
Yeah.
So coming into that last year in Boston, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be out in Washington. I'm gonna stay for the month. Let's get it in." So I set up like runs for him. I had Zach LaVine. I had the great Bill Russell there watching. I had
Wow.
um, Dejounte Murray, and I had this 15-year-old kid in the runs. And he's like, yo, I had Matisse Thybulle, I had college guys.
Mm.
And Kai's like, yo, what college? He points to the 50. We weren't out of line. Who's who, what's what, the guys he didn't know. He's like, yo, who's that 15-year-old? I'm not 15. He said, who's that college kid? And I said, who, him? I point to Paolo. I'm like, oh, he's 15. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, he's 15. At the time, P was like 6'8", 6'9", still strong, but
Uh,
knew how to play. So it's been dope to see P's journey, not only because the superstar we knew he would be, like even in those runs, he went from like the road dude. Okay, I'm just gonna rebound, I'm gonna put it back, I'm gonna set screens.
mm-hmm.
To each year, he's grown. So we have pro runs out here. So he started with just the rebounding dude to graduate. So I'm on his team, and I'm like, you the man. Here, you got it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm the point. Now you made me go to being a point guard to get you the ball. Here, you got it. Now we're here for I stopped runs. This summer I stopped the run, and I wasn't even playing, but I was supposed to play as a lot of young guys. And Paolo was out there, and Paolo's so nice. He's a great kid. Great young man, I should say, kid. Great young man. And people are shooting that shouldn't be shooting. They trying to show him he can play. I'm like, hold up, timeout. Everybody bring it in. We here for him. Like, hold up. We not here for y'all to show what you can do. We here for this dude, Jay McDaniels, Zach LaVine, these pros to get what they need out of it. And then you stand out within that. Star on your role. Because P's not going to say it. So I said it for all of them. And everybody like, oh, okay, we get the assignment. And that's part of being OG. But I had to make sure the run was fulfilling for all those dudes, especially him.
I love
Hey,
that,
give me your
bro.
give me
I
give
love
me
that.
your top 5 Seattle players because I tell you, man,
I knew you
getting to
was
know
going to do
P.
this.
I was thinking the
But
same thing.
I'm saying though, because
Woo-wee.
getting to know P the way I have, and then obviously knowing you, like you don't realize who all came out of there. Like
Yes,
when I
Yeah,
go back
it's a
to
yes,
lot.
Seattle and work
yes.
out with them, and I saw you at camp this last summer, like when I go down there, like you're like, damn,
Yeah, I don't think
he's
the
from the
world
area.
know. I don't think the
Yeah.
world knows y'all got a hoop bed out there, bro. I don't think the world
No, it's
knows that.
crazy.
Nah, we do. We really do. And it just came from like 1990. So I'm going to go Doug Christie, Nate Robinson, Isaiah Thomas, Brandon Roy, of course, and Jason Terry. Then I'm going to give you 5 more that's going to be
Wow,
on the list.
Brandon Roy,
Paolo,
Brandon.
DeJounte Murray, Zach LaVine. Um,
And you his buckets too. We ain't talking about.
buckets.
We ain't talking
Buckets.
about no. We ain't talking
Buckets.
about. We talk about straight up. If your ass ain't on point, you're gonna get 35, 40 put on your ass.
No, we come to the arena with a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah,
period.
you cut.
We already
Yeah,
feel
you.
like we overlooked. We're in the northwest part of the country. People say rain. People like, is that black people in Seattle? People, we already underestimated. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
we already coming with that chip, and we got hoopers, and they cut from a certain cloth, and steel sharpens steel. So we're always in the gym. We always hooping. We always going at each other. You can walk in the gym as a kid, and Paolo was his kid. You can walk in the gym as an 8th grader, and right in front of your face, you can see 13, 14 pros playing right there. And you can sit there and watch. They're going to give you game. They're going to talk to you. I got to put Doug Christie on there. Shout out to him coaching. I hate to see Mike Brown get fired, but Doug Christie is doing an amazing job. That's my OG.
Yes, sir.
But, so it's like, it's so accessible. And it's really impressive because you think about it. The Sonics left in 2008. We have 30 pros since 2008 with no NBA team. So that shows the impact in the community the pros have had because we've never left. That 8th grader can text me. That 10th grader can text Paolo.
Mm-hmm.
That 11th grader can text DeJounte and get information. Can you break down this film for me? What you see? Can I get a gym with you? All those things. So now that next generation is already rolling. And that's how we do it up here. I think that's what makes it special. It's not that crabs in a bucket mentality.
I'll be honest. I'm obviously not from there. Haven't been there very often besides when Seattle left. But being back there a little bit I have now with P, what you're saying is exactly right. I think it's why he's going to be special, why he already is. But because you start seeing it when you're around, you're like, damn, these dudes are completely different around here. Like they want everyone to win. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, there's enough for everybody. And I saw Doug Christie did it for me. And when I went drafted by Chicago, I saw Antoine Walker over here, Tim Hardaway over here, Mike Finley. And they were working out together, but I just didn't see that camaraderie to that degree off the court, doing events together. If P has a camp, 5 of us better go. If I'm doing a pro-am, 10 are coming. If DeJounte's doing a camp, 7 are going. Like, that's how it should be. And that's what makes it special because we all pushing each other, but we're going to all root for each other as well and help each other and help the next generation.
No, that's real. That's how that should be. I love to hear that, bro. I love to hear that, man. I want to ask you this. Just recently, James, I don't know, 4-point plays. Like, that is crazy to even have that kind of record. James Harden passed you, but what the f, Jamal? 4-point plays? Like,
look, I'm gonna tell you though.
Like, what the f, dog? Like, goddamn, dog.
This is where it comes from, UD. And I knew you would get mad at me sometimes when I get them fouls against Miami, and you would look at the ref like you on spree welling. But this what happened. This what happened.
You didn't want to spree well.
I do it how? I'll be like, how?
And he had the straight backs too at the time. He had the straight back. But my 9th grade coach, shout out to Dom Wapo, when I was a freshman, he said college guys and pros get their shot from here as quick as possible. So when he told me that, I went home and I worked on it. So I think full circle, that's why I got fouled so much, because I put you to sleep and I get it from here. If I get it from here and you don't contest, what's the first thing a coach is going to say in a film session? No, you got to contest.
Yeah.
So they're trying to contest, and I'm going to use that against them. I'm going to embellish. I'm a gamesmanship. I'm going to bring it to the forefront that it's some contact. And at that point, that part's easy. I already see the hoop. So the hardest part of the 4-point play for me was a free throw.
That's in the Do you know that was in the scout report?
You talking about you need the hardest part was a free throw.
No, that was in the scout report. That was in the scout report when we played you, bro.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do not foul him on threes.
Every team I played on.
4-point plays. Like, do not foul him on threes. 4-point plays. You know what? If I'm not mistaken, you the reason we probably start side contesting. We do the side contest now. It's this contest from the side.
Killer, UD. Think about that, right? So if the scout report is saying don't foul him, mentally you're already giving me a free shot because you're not going to really contest. You'll be there a little bit, but I already got a free one.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So that's
the problem with the side contest is if you shot fake, I'm giving you the driving lane.
Yeah, my business. Yeah, you
didn't left me. You know what I'm saying? So if I side contest and go here and I open up, you're a smart enough basketball player. I do that once. You're gonna leave me in the dust next time.
I had to run a pick and roll with you, by the way, UD, because you was damn near a trap. It felt like a trap. I said, let me get him out of the pick and roll. Oh yeah, we gotta keep him away. Keep him out of the action.
I was blitzing. I was definitely a blitz guy for sure. I had to blitz. I had Shaq on the backside, so I had to do all the blitzing. I had to guard my man and his.
Hey, Paul, talking about hoop now. Give me your top 5 guys handles in the league right now.
Right now, today, Kyrie, I know you guys get that.
Everybody know that.
Yeah.
Darius Garland's a sneaky one.
Yes. I tell my son to watch him.
Yeah, Darius Garland's cold. I like Rob Dillingham. He hasn't got a chance to show us yet, but he got a top 5 handle. I'm gonna put SGA in there right now because maybe I'm seeing him so much, but SGA is a sneaky one. He can do whatever he wants with the rock.
That's cool.
And then the 5th one, Chris Paul still got a handle. If we want to count, if I want to put one of the OGs in, I would put Chris Paul in there.
He gets to any spot on the court he wants.
Oh, and Steph Curry got one too. I'm sorry.
You see
Chef can cook up.
You see that shit he did last night on the Heat?
And LaMelo. Damn, I gotta put Melo in there too. I'm sorry. Them seven. That's 5 and then 5-5 the last 2. Yeah.
Hey, Killer hit you with the question about the best ball handlers in the league. But let me ask you this: what about our league as a whole? Where we at? Why the ratings down? Where we at, dog? What? Talk to me about that. What's the problem here? Besides the fact that Netflix tried to take Christmas from us, what we doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think my personal opinion is everything looks the same. It's cookie cutter. Like I can plug and play every player in almost every system because there's no diversity. It's no creativity. The guys who are creative, Ant, Ja, Paolo, SGA, LaMelo, them dudes all stand out. Chef,
yes.
Kyrie, because you know what I mean, like Joker, Luka, because they're different than the norm. So I think there's not enough creativity. I do think it's too many threes, to be honest with you, but I don't blame the players for that or the coaches. That's where I kind of go towards analytics because, excuse me, I'm overcoming the cold, but because we say analytics, we say this, the 3 or the layup or a free throw.
Yes,
that's crazy because where it matters most in the playoffs, we take whatever bucket we can get.
Hell yeah,
mid-range, whatever's gonna move that scoreboard is what's important at the time. So for me, I think I want to see defense be more aggressive, and I know I was more of a scorer, and I want to see it because I want to see if even my works. The shit I've been working on all summer. I don't want to go to LA Fitness. I know it's going to work, and no, I want the best defender. See if it's going to work at the toughest moment.
Sir.
So I want more aggressive defense. I want guys to stop missing games. If we're gonna load manage, let's load manage in practice because these kids are out here may not see you, but once a year, I want to see my favorite players play if they can. Mm-hmm. And I think just the creativity. That's where I'm at with it. And we need more OGs in.
I mean, I love the fact that you said that because when we had Dre on, we talked about what the league could do different. We talked about what the Players Association could do different. But I looked Dre in his eyes and I said, but as players, we can do better as well. As players, we can be more accountable as far as playing games and playing the right way and doing things like that. We can do better as well. So I think, in order for us to get the game where we think it should be and back where it belongs, everybody got to take some accountability.
But do y'all remember when we were in high school and middle school? We were like, man, I would do anything to get in the NBA.
What?
I was a kid. I was like, man, I'll pay the NBA to let me play in the NBA. I wouldn't even want about no money. I wanted to be out there so bad. If we stay as pros connected to that kid, it's gonna always guide you the way you need to go. Nah, you gotta push through. You're a little sore, okay? We gotta push through. Take care of it in practice. Whatever it is. But these kids are out there and we have to give them inspiration. Yes. We have to. That's our job. That's our duty.
Yes.
We have to tell them the little things that matter. And part of the game, too, I think some of these trainers, I got to call it the trainers, they're not teaching the right things that's going to transfer in games. It's really individualized.
Yes.
Like, when I grew up, I loved the Lakers because I knew they had Magic and Kareem. And I could identify. There's so much movement now as well. You know what I mean? So, it's hard to just say, okay, I like this team anymore. You're just following players at this point.
Yeah. Because
the contracts are shorter. Things change. So it's a combination of things that need to be worked on for sure to keep growing our game for the future.
Yo, what time is it? Game time. It's an exciting time of the year to be a sports fan. The NFL playoffs are here, NBA is in full swing, and there's no better place to get tickets than Game Time. They make getting tickets fast and easy. Game Time has a new feature, Game Time Picks, that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events and games even easier. Game Time Pick filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. What I like about Game Time app, aside from the new Game Time Picks feature, is the all-in pricing, so there's no surprise fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code OGs for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code OGs for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Remember, what time did I say it was? Y'all read that. It's game time, baby.
What's up, basketball fans? It's a new year, which means new matchups and all new action to keep you pumped up this week. Whether it's your favorite team playing or a long-standing rivalry, there's always something good to watch. And don't forget to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. So don't wait. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using code OGs. The crown is yours. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't even worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code OGs only on DraftKings Sportsbook.